Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Welcome on this Wednesday late morning, about to be early afternoon. We got some movie news to go over. We got some, what's it called? We got some trailers to watch. So we got a good day coming up. And let me go ahead and get me up here on the screen. So what's up? How you guys doing? I'm got a pretty good day going so far. I hope your guys' day is going well. But yeah, with further ado, let's go ahead and get this intro going, and then we'll get to our movie news. I will be reacting to the new Fantastic Four trailer. I have not seen it yet, but it's going to be the very last thing that I do. So with that, yeah, here's the intro, and let's get going on some movie news. All right, first up, we have Wanted 2 gets hopeful development from co writer 17 years after its development hell. Apparently, it's been hell getting the new movie going. So let's check this out. Wanted co writer Derek has officially, or Derek Haas offers a hopeful update on the long awaited sequel. Released in 2008, the action thriller adapted from Mark Miller's comic series of the same name stars James McAvoy as Wesley Gibson, an office worker who was recruited to be an assassin, Angelina Jolie as his mentor, and Morgan Freeman as his boss. Though the movie ends on a conclusive note, the reports in 2011 revealed that Universal was interested in developing a sequel with the screenwriting team. Yeah, man, honestly, at this point, let's just give up on it. I mean, I think the difference between something like this and like Top Gun is that Top Gun, they purposely didn't make a story until they were ready. So there's a pretty big difference there, in my opinion. But anyways, let's keep going. Let's read the interview. Derek, no, from your lips to God's ears, I loved everything about Making Wanted, and if Universal decides at some point they want to do the second one, Michael Brandt and I wrote a script for it that I still think is pretty good. And James McAvoy, come on back. Let's do it again, Wesley. Let's do it, Wesley. Let's do Wesley again. Jesus, why can I not read? It was really fun. This is why I watch interviews instead of fucking reading shit because I get my words crossed. Ash Crossan, I think he said recently in an interview, he's been like, yeah, I'd love to still do it no matter what. Yeah, I will say never in this town, that's for sure. All right. I forgot Common was in Wanted. What this means for Wanted 2, this means nothing, but it might happen. That's what it means. So with that, what do you guys think about this potential Wanted 2? Are you looking forward to it? Have you always wanted to see a Wanted 2? Did you like the first Wanted? I like the first Wanted a lot. When I was a little bit younger, it came out, so like the style was a little bit different than I was used to. But I've rewatched it a couple times since. I actually might rewatch it again. It's been probably about at least 5 or 6 years. So with that, that's it for Wanted 2. Again, I liked Wanted. Let me know in the comments. Did you like Wanted? Do you want Wanted 2? Do you care? At that point, if they're gonna do 2, do you think they'll do 3? Maybe, who knows? But that's it for Wanted development. It's kind of a story just like kind of came out of nowhere earlier this morning. So, yeah, with that, let's go ahead and move on. Okay, our next article for today involves the Maze Runner. I would tackle it if it were brought to me. Dylan O'Brien gives the first reaction to Maze Runner reboot report. Okay, so they're doing Maze Runner reboot apparently. Now they're doing Harry Potter reboot. They already got the reboot of Lightning Thief. Are we in the reboot era of young adult novels like the superhero movies? These reboots are just coming out of nowhere, and I feel like they literally just ended. What are they going to do next? They're going to reboot. Well, I guess there's not really one going on right now, huh? Is there a reboot or not a reboot, excuse me, a young adult novel film series out right now? Go ahead and let me know because I can't think of any. Um, Dylan. Okay, let's get to it. Dylan O'Brien finally responds to news that Maze Runner 4 is in development, which he didn't even know was in consideration. The original Maze Runner movies, O'Brien headlined for 20th Century Studios, made $940 million at the box office combined. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good for that franchise. It came up as no surprise when reports surfaced last year that a Maze Runner reboot was in development. So I saw the first two. I didn't like the second one nearly as much. The girl kind of pissed me off at the end, and I never even saw the third one. Did anybody see the third one? Is it good? The original reporting states that the new Maze Runner movie was neither a sequel nor a remake of the James Dashner books already adapted. Instead, it was labeled as a sort of continuation. That spawned a lot of questions about whether the original cast members like Dylan O'Brien as Thomas would return. Speaking with Screen Rant's Liam Crowley to promote Ponyboy, releasing in theaters on June 27, 2025, Dylan O'Brien shared his reaction to he's got a movie coming out this week. Shared his reaction to the Maze Runner reboot. He was not aware of the film's development until the question was asked. While he has not been contacted by 20th Century Studios or Disney about returning, O'Brien expressed some willingness to return as Thomas. First things first, now that it's owned by Disney, yeah, he's probably not going to get an offer. Disney is greedy, and if they bring the original cast back, they'd have to pay him extra amount, so an extra amount of money. So yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. They're probably gonna do an actual full reboot, and yeah, from there, who knows? Liam Crowley. Before we get out of here, guys, I grew up on your work, man. It's really cool to talk to you today. I'm a huge young adult novel fan. Blah blah. Maze Runner. Is there a new one on the way for Maze? Yeah, that's what they were saying over at 20th Century Disney. But yeah, it's Maze, a continuation, but with a different cast and all that. What? Am I breaking this news to you? I didn't even get a call, let alone check. What do you mean a continuation? Liam, they basically said that they don't want it to be a full-on reboot, like a brand new story with a group of people. So I don't know if Thomas factors in, but there's more Thomas books. There's a couple more books that Thomas and the Maze Runner. Oh, okay. I thought it was just the. I thought it was just the three. So it looks like the books continued on as well. That's cool. It's my job to be an encyclopedia of all things news. I appreciate you letting me know. I'm going to come to you for more things. Okay, so yeah, Dylan O'Brien didn't know, and then he said he's down to do it. That's basically all it is. Oh wow, they had a video the whole time that I could have watched instead of read that shit. Okay. Anyways, what do you think about this? Maze Runner 4 potentially happening over at Disney. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, hold on. I gotta get to this thing real quick here. That. No, don't need to hear that. All right. I kind of just want to see how it looks. Am I on the Wi-Fi or I'm on Wi-Fi? Oh, no, let me turn this shit off. Hopefully that doesn't just immediately lose the connection. All right, hold on here. Hold on here. Okay. I gotta get a better Wi-Fi, I guess. Cause this thing, it's so blurry. It's gross. I look like a skinwalker. All right. Anyways, let's get back to moving on with this. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, I have never played Magic the Gathering. Don't know anything about it, but apparently they're making a movie of it. Kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, I guess. Magic the Gathering live action movie sets Noah Gardner and Aidan Fitzgerald as writers. It's a truth universally acknowledged that requires a certain kind of magic to successfully create a new cinematic universe, and it stands to reason that for Hasbro and Legendary to successfully create their burgeoning Magic cinematic universe, it will take some Copperfield level wizardry. And now, having courted Blackberry's Matt Johnsons to direct the first live action of Magic the Gathering movie, Deadline is reporting that the studios have snapped up the screenwriters Noah Gardner and Aidan Fitzgerald to help bring the billion-dollar card trading game to the big screen. Having previously worked with Alien Romulus director Fede Alvarez on innovative all-star Apple TV thriller Calls. Oh, that was a really good show. They need to do Calls season 2, man. And written a slew of ultimately unreleased but nevertheless tantalizing projects, including the canceled James Wan Aquaman horror spin-off, The Trench. It's clear that Gardner and Fitzgerald have the juice to get Johnson's movie off the ground, but there's no doubting it'll take a hell of a squeeze to realize such an ambitious undertaking. With over 3 decades of rich lore and iconic characters to mine, and the fantasy TCG, anything could happen in the world of spellcasters and monsters at their disposal. The possibilities of a Magic the Gathering movie are simultaneously limitless and also just a teeny bit daunting. Okay. The success of Lord of the Rings, House of the Dungeons and Dragons was not successful. That is a lie, but I think a lot of people liked it. It just wasn't successful from a financial level. And more recently, The Rings of Power, again, not a success. And The House of Dragons have long since proven that the enduring hunger for epic fantasy on screens, both big and small, and fantasy scarcely getting more epic than magic, or scarcely gets more epic than magic at the same time. You've only okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now again, I've never played Magic the Gathering, but I would definitely go and like see this movie if it looks interesting. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, but I went and watched the movie, and the movie's cool. So with that, I feel the same way about Magic the Gathering. But if you're a Magic the Gathering fan, let me know. Are you excited for this news? Have you been wanting to see a movie? Is there a movie that already exists that I don't know about for Magic the Gathering? Go ahead and let me know all that down below. And then real quick, I will be right back, real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Get me back up in here. Okay, so there's that, and then now moving on. The director of Roadhouse has a new movie coming up, and it's a Stephen King remake. Oh, what the fuck is that? Okay. It's a Stephen King remake, and how do I feel about it off the bat? I mean, Stephen King's had a lot of remakes recently, and I'm not against it. I usually like Stephen King adaptations, or like I'll at least give them a watch. But dude, Doug Liman, Tom Cruise isn't busy doing Mission Impossible anymore. Come on, bro, let's get Edge of Tomorrow 2. What's happening? But anyways, after imagining Roadhouse, filmmaker Doug Liman is set to reboot Stephen King's story, The Stand. I think that was that a TV show and a movie? I forget. The tale has already been spawned to wait has already been spawned to TV series adaptation. Is that the wrong two, or did they mean to say two TV series adaptations in the past? But Lyman will be making a big change with this version, as it would be a singular feature film. Okay, so they've only done a TV show. Per The Hollywood Reporter, Lyman is attached to direct a feature film for the adaptation of The Stand for Paramount Pictures. Tyler Thompson of Cross Creek Pictures is also serving as producer on the project. Currently, a screenwriter hasn't been named, but with a change in format, they may have their work cut out for them with this adaptation. The lengthy novel is provided by plenty of source material for its TV series adaptations, and it may be a challenge to effectively tell the story with the same impact condensed into one movie. According to the report, Lyman's vision for a one-off story is that there are no follow-up movies planned. The project is said to be a top priority at Paramount, reportedly getting put on the fast track of production. Okay, that's cool. So he's just got the idea like, hey man, this is it. This is one and done. So basically in and out of a movie. So I think I actually kind of like that. I've never seen the TV show The Stand. Have you seen TV show The Stand? Let me know in the comments. I would maybe give this movie a watch if I think it looks good, but I've never seen the TV show, never read the book, probably not going to do either of them. So, but with all that, let me know what you think about this Stephen King adaptation now being done by Doug Liman, director of the new Roadhouse. I think he did. It wasn't Oblivion that he did. Edge of Tomorrow. I thought he might have done Oblivion, but I think that was somebody else. Anyways, Doug Liman, he's done a lot of good stuff, a lot of fun stuff. Let me know down below if you're excited for The Stand, Stephen King adaptation. Okay. Next up. If you were to ask me, hey, John, did you ever imagine the words Fear Factor and Johnny Knoxville in the same sentence? Would have told you no, but it makes a lot of sense. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Johnny Knoxville will host Fear Factor the next chapter. So they are bringing Fear Factor back for, I think, a third time now. And what better person to host the next generation of Fear Factor than Johnny Knoxville, the jackass ringleader who turned stupidity into an art form and made himself a legend out of outrageous stunt-fueled comedy? Knoxville is set to host Fear Factor, the next chapter for Fox. The network has teased that the new show will gather a group of strangers in an unforgiving remote location, and they must tackle mind-blowing stunts and harrowing challenges, while also participating in a twisted game of social strategy. This sounds like Survivor. Casting is now open for all those ages 18 and above from the U.S. and Canada for those who wish to participate. The show is set to premiere during Fox's 2025 to 2026 season. Johnny Knoxville is the champion of fearless entertainment, the Fox president Michael Thorne said in a statement. His wild sense of humor, unmatched ability to push boundaries and take on the extreme makes him the perfect fit to lead this bold, new reinvention of Fear Factor. Sharon Levy, CEO of Endemol Shine North America, added, when you reimagine a series as legendary as Fear Factor, you need a host who is the epitome of daring, charisma, and spectacle, and that's Johnny Knoxville personified. We'll be pushing fear and social strategy to places that will redefine reality and competition, which makes Johnny the perfect host for what will be a wild, unforgettable ride, and we're beyond excited to see him unleash all the fear and all the fun on our contestants and our reviews. I thought she was going to say all the fear and all the factor. The original Fear Factor series aired from NBC 2001 to 2006, hosted by Joe Rogan. It was briefly revived in 2011 with Rogan again returning as host, but didn't last long. MTV revived the series in 2017 with Ludacris stepping into host duties, and it aired for 2 seasons. Yeah, okay, so I was right. It was the third revival. Hell yeah, go me. When Fox first announced the reboot, they weren't ruling out a return for Rogan. We just ordered the series, and we are in the process of hiring showrunners and everything right now, Thorne said. Obviously, he's a major talent tied to the show, but it's too early for us to say how we're going to move forward right now. But we're thrilled to have the property, and we think we're going to be really compliant, our unscripted lineup with it. Ultimately, they went with Knoxville, which is probably the best move for a reboot. So what do you think about this? Did you ever watch Fear Factor? I watched it here and there when I was a kid. I knew of Rogan from there before the UFC, and then at UFC, I was like, oh, dang, that's the guy from Fear Factor. And then my parents liked his comedy, so I knew he was a comedian, everything like that. I did watch the reboot one, I think, for like a few episodes, and then I didn't see anything past that. Do you plan on watching Fear Factor, the next chapter, with Johnny Knoxville as host? I got to say, I'm a little bit intrigued, so we'll see what the trailer looks like. We'll see if it looks like a good time. And if so, I might go ahead and check it out. So if you'd like to check it out, let me know down below if you like the Fear Factor and if you're looking forward to this new Fear Factor. Okay. We got now, I think, quiet. I think now we have a popcorn bucket trailer, from Regal. So let's go ahead and, oops. Okay, good. Okay, let's go ahead and check out this popcorn bucket trailer from Regal as we enter into the last little bit of the show here today. And let's hit play. I like that. Uh-oh. Dang, I like this music a lot. Okay. Yo. Ew, he lights up. That's cool. All right, let's go ahead. We'll go back through this and just look at all the little ones that they got there for us. Fantastic Four. Pretty exciting stuff. All right, there's no little Easter eggs there that I noticed anyways. Okay. So we got this one, the Fantastic Car popcorn bucket. That looks cool, man. I tell you what, between Superman popcorn buckets and Fantastic Four popcorn buckets, I'm gonna spend like $1,000. Nah, it's not gonna be that much, but so it's gonna be a lot of money. But this looks really cool, very sleek design. He's got, I mean, I doubt the wheels move. The one on the accountant and Thunderbolts popcorn bucket didn't move. Actually, the accountant one did. The Thunderbolts one did not though. But I like the design a lot. I wonder if the popcorn is going to be right here in the hood, or if it's going to be in the trunk, or if it's going to be where they sit. So that's interesting. It seems cool. And we got a couple more that they show us here. So let's go ahead and move forward with it a bit. Yeah, nothing else there besides that. That one it just looks cool, man. It just looks like a cool toy. All right, now she's in there, and then he forgot it, and then right here when he gets it. So this is another popcorn bucket here. Now you got the Invisible Woman. You got like a little bit of each of their powers. Invisible Woman, Johnny, the Thing, and then Reed. So it's a decent popcorn bucket. It's okay. It's not too bad, I guess. And then I might not buy that one. That one's just like a. And then at the very end here, we get the Galactus popcorn bucket, the Big Kahuna, and his eyes light up. So I'm definitely going to be getting this one. I can't wait to spend the $80 on that. It's going to be fantastic. No pun intended. So yeah, that's the popcorn buckets from Regal. Fun little trailer for that. Now let's go ahead and move on to an article as well. And this article is Pedro Pascal addresses the Fantastic Four criticism in being casted and how Robert Downey Jr. helped him face it. Robert Downey Jr. tends to do this a lot with actors and actresses that are feeling like pressure or feeling nervous or something like that. He does that quite a bit, which I think is a good thing. I think it's nice that he does that. I think it further proves that he's actually going to be in Fantastic Four, and that Reed and Doom are going to have a lot of interaction together. I think that 100%. Pedro Pascal, who's joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe this summer in the Fantastic Four First Steps, addresses criticism about his Reed Richards casting. Phase 6 is getting ready to kick off with Marvel's Fantastic Four reboot. While the Fantastic Four First Steps will be the latest take on these characters, one of the leading stars is opening up about how some perceived his casting. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Pascal shares that he saw some of the criticism when he was cast as MCU's Mr. Fantastic. While aware of it, Pascal shared how former Iron Man star Downey Jr., who is returning to the MCU as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday, was incredibly supportive, he stated the following: Pedro, I'm more aware of disgruntlement around my casting than anything I've ever done. He's too old. He's not right. He needs to shave. He's just so immediately generous and inviting that you feel like you can be afraid, you can be hungry, and you can be ambivalent. Ambivalent? The fuck does ambivalent mean? That's a tough word to say. Ambivalent. Jesus. Vanity Fair also had Downey Jr. comment on the actor's casting. The MCU veteran had incredibly strong enthusiasm for Pascal. Robert Downey Jr. Pascal's slow trajectory has become a household name, who is on a wildly hot streak of who wrote this? Kind of reaffirms my faith in our industry. What Pedro Pascal's Fantastic Four casting criticism comments mean. When it comes to superhero and comic book film adaptation, fans will always make their voices heard, whether they are in favor or against the casting choice. However, the naysayers are usually always vocal minority, particularly in online spaces. General audience members who see MCU movies likely don't have many thoughts one way or another until they see the film for themselves. With Pascal's stardom having only increased in recent years, it was only a matter of time until he landed a huge role in the MCU timeline, and being tapped for the Fantastic Four First Steps as Reed Richards is a pivotal one. It's no surprise that Downey Jr. has been there for Pascal through some of the rougher parts of the Mr. Fantastic casting, given how Tony Stark actor was also given similar reaction when he was first cast in 2008's Iron Man. But Downey Jr. proved himself to be the perfect man for the choice. In Fantastic Four: The First Steps, we may see Pedro Pascal's Reed get a similar reception. If the plan is to have the Fantastic Four as more central characters in the MCU after the multiverse saga, Pascal's outstanding ability as a leading man will benefit the franchise. I will say, he's a really good actor. He's just in fucking everything and plays the same character and everything. So I hope that his acting is not elevated, but he just shows a different side to Pedro. And yeah, he still needs to shave. After hearing Downey Jr. having Pascal's back, it will be even more exciting when they finally share the screen together in Avengers Doomsday, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what do you think about this? Did you have criticism from Pedro Pascal when he was first cast in the Fantastic Four? I definitely did. I was hoping it wasn't him. I'm going to be honest with you. He is a good actor. I'm going to give him that. I just don't see him as Reed. I just don't. And I hope that I can be changed. So far, it's on the right path from the trailers that we've seen. I will be reacting to the new trailer that'll be out. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I like the whole cast. That's the thing. I like the whole cast. I just don't see him as Reed, and I want to be proven wrong. I think he's a good actor. Yeah, his politics online are annoying, but whatever. That's all of Hollywood. And but with that, yeah, let me know down below. Did you like Pedro Pascal? Was he always the choice that you wanted? I really wanted Adam Driver, but it's okay. And are you excited to see the Fantastic Four? Did you watch this trailer? If you did, be sure to go check out my trailer reaction. That's up now as well, or it will be up now. And is that it? Oh, and what do you think of Robert Downey Jr.'s comments, having his back in full support? He seems to do that a lot. He's done that most vocally for Pedro and for Chris Evans, but I'm willing to bet that there's been a lot of other people that he's like stood up for and talked to and like let him know like, hey, it's all good, it's all okay, like don't worry about it. I bet he's done that quite a bit. So with that, let me know all your thoughts down below. Okay. We are getting the trailer for the Fantastic Four. All right. I'm going to go here. Actually, I'm going to shrink it down a little bit too. Ah! No. God damn it. Stop it. Ooh, she's sexy. Mm. All right, let me just move this the way that I want it. Alrighty then. Let's see. Got this there, got that there. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Let's get this show on the road. I now have here the Fantastic Four First Steps trailer 3, and it is going to be, I hope it's going to be fun. Let's see. I was going to say it's going to be a reaction, but no shit, we're watching it. So, but with that, let's watch the trailer. Okay, stop talking, John.
Famous around the world, please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Uh-oh.
Fantastic. Invisible Woman. Human Torch.
I love you, Daddy!
And the Thing.
Hey, what time is it? Say the thing.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobbering time.
That's just in the cartoon. Never late for Sunday.
There it is.
Let's eat.
Hey, what time is it?
It's dinner time. Get inside.
Uh-oh.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
What is that? Get us out of here, Ben. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Are we safe?
I don't know. The clock is ticking.
Hey, baby
We are
Franklin!
going to find a solution. We are going to make it right.
You don't want to just crush him?
I like that. The four of us will face the danger. We will protect you.
Family. It's about connecting to something bigger than yourself. We'll face it together.
Whoa.
As a family.
Ben?
No.
What time is it, Ben?
Whoa, what the heck? He's got a beard?
I don't wanna.
Say it!
All right. I got my tickets. I see you, Fantastic Four. I see you. Okay, let's go ahead and break this down a little bit. I don't know if it is or is not the best of the trailers. I feel like there's so much that they're hiding from us. Like, we still didn't even get to see like full Galactus, which I'm kind of happy about. Like, we see more of him, we see a little bit of his body, but I'm liking that they're saving the full reveal for the movie. I like that quite a bit, actually. But all the trailers kind of feel the same. It's kind of like with Thunderbolts to me. Thunderbolts, they didn't show a lot. What they showed was extended bits of the same scenes. Now, this has more new footage than anything we've seen so far. Yes, but also most of it is just the same footage a little bit differently. So I'm not too sure if that's a good sign or a bad sign, but I definitely am looking forward to the movie. I just I'm not too sure, but hey man, we wanted for a long time them not to show lots of stuff and not give the movie away. And they're doing exactly that. So there's really nothing to complain about. It just feels like the same trailer. But let's go ahead and kind of go slow and break this down a bit. Okay, so here they get their little thing. This reminds me of let me turn the volume down on it. Of in the original ones when he had his little like thing at the wedding. And then so they go to do it. You see his powers there for a little bit. That was like the biggest criticism, is that we haven't seen much of Reed's powers in the trailers, and apparently there's not that much in the movie, but his best power is his brain. So I'm not too concerned about that. All right. Now I like the Invisible Woman, how her thing is like vibrating. I like that.
Woman.
And she's hot.
Human Torch.
Tan, don't burn, cup. That's funny. That's a funny tanning advertisement. That's hilarious.
I love you, Johnny.
And the Thing.
King Dry Cleaners. Let's see. Are there any Maisie's? Call 6. I wonder if you call that number, if it'll actually say something. They got like their own little Halloween town. This King Dry Cleaners, Kingpin Dry Cleaners.
Hey, what time is it? Say the date.
That's not really something.
Everybody, it's a big thing to try to get him to say it's clobbering time in this trailer. Latin American provision. Okay, I'm trying to see. I'm sure there's Easter eggs in here somewhere that I just don't know enough about.
That's just in the cartoon.
I like how Johnny's face goes full red and then his eyes go yellow. That looks cool. So that back to that's how all the this is how all the Chris Evans ones ended. They always ended up with Human Torch flying up and doing the little 4. So I thought they actually would not do that in this movie, but it looks like they do.
For Sunday dinner.
Okay, so now what are these? Just a bunch of like, no, these aren't ghetto birds because they're on there's 4 of them here. So are these all buildings owned by Reed as well? It is a little weird that there are 4 lights on each of these individual buildings. You got the Empire State Building there, some futuristic building there, and probably a bunch of other ones. But why these 4 lights? Why are they there? Don't know. Does anybody else know?
Dinner. Let's eat.
Hey, what time is it?
It's dinner time. Get it.
Just his face right there is like, oh, we almost got it. Hey, what happened to those lights? The light shut off now that the freaking Silver Surfer comes in. What the heck?
I herald his beginning.
I'm assuming this is like 20 or 30 minutes into the movie. Wait, did you see that? Watch this.
I herald his beginning.
Oh, damn it. Right here, I don't know why. This, like, shadow looks like a finger to me. They look like fingers here. Interesting.
I herald your end.
Now that's his ship. That's not him coming. That's gonna be his ship.
I herald.
Now they're big on the 4, like almost overly too big on it. But I mean, it's okay. Yeah, this just looks cool. Got the suits here. Okay, now this is most of him. I still expect him to be bigger, if I'm being honest. I guess it'll depend when he gets down to Earth what that's like, but I expected him to be bigger.
Galactus.
What is that? Get us out of here, man!
Now, it looked like they fought something. They might have fought Surfer. They might have fought something on the ship or whatever. They fought something because look, he's all sweaty. They're in a rush. I think that's Invisible Woman. This is also a different ship than the one that is oh damn. This is a different ship than the one that's at the post-credit scene, and the one that's that they're building in the other trailer. It looks like. Maybe this is the one that they're building, but definitely a different one than the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts. All right, this is after they get back.
Are we safe? I don't know.
So I can't tell, is this when they're leaving or when leaving to maybe to go home, or when they're leaving to go up to Galactus' ship? And that's why he's saying he doesn't know.
The clock is...
They have a lot of cool suits in this movie, I will say. Got little baby Franklin, somebody holding Earth, something. Earth is being attacked. All right, I'm sure there's so much in this scene right here with all this. These look like Uno cards right here, but there's a lot more to this that they're not showing. I could feel it.
To find a solution. We are gonna make it right.
You don't want to just crush him.
I wonder if he's talking about Hervey or something else there, because I have no idea what thing he's talking about.
The 4 of us will face the danger.
I like this futuristic style of stuff. It's really cool.
We will protect.
So I think this is coming after when they're going to fight their second battle. So after their first exploration of it, and then when they fight second.
Family. It's about connecting to something bigger than yourself. We'll face.
That looks really cool. Well, there's 2. There's more than one. There's this one right here, and then that one back there in the distance. Oh, there's another one right here too. What the heck? What are these things? And this seems to be a similar pattern of those four lights. It was right around. What the fuck? All right, all right.
Together.
Oh, the baby.
As a family.
What time is it, Ben?
Look at Ben. He's got a beard. What the fuck? His head looks bigger. His brows look bigger. Did he get destroyed and then put back together or something? Why does he have a beard? It kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not gonna lie. It feels a little bit weird seeing him have a beard. But when does this take place? Because this is a much different suit for Johnny. But this is a suit where when they were all lined up and they were looking up, he didn't have a beard there. Now he's got a beard there. The fuck is this?
No.
What time is it, Ben?
No, Johnny.
Say it!
I don't wanna.
Say it!
That's just good. That's just good Johnny in bed interaction, man. That's just funny. Joseph Quinn is going to be the highlight of this movie, dude. He looks like he's going to kill it as Johnny Storm. Okay, he's got the beard here. I could see it. Looks like the same scene when he's running through those things. Why does he have a beard, though, bro? I don't like that. All right, that was them stepping on Galactus, flying around it. All right, it's still not a lot of stuff that they're showing us. I feel like, I don't know. Part of me wants to say a third act, or most of the third act, they're actually keeping from us. But other than that, I would say beginning is finding out that they're having a baby. Maybe it'll show a little bit of like when they first went up to space. Then the middle is going to be Silver Surfer coming / them going up to Galactus' ship. And then the third act would just be them fighting Galactus, which then would tell me that we've actually seen most of the movie in these trailers. But I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. But I will say it looks good. It looks fun. Joseph Quinn looks like he's going to be awesome as the Human Torch. And everybody looks like they're going to do a good job. I'm still not sold on Pedro Pascal's Reed, though. I just went over it a little bit ago, but still not sold on him. But nevertheless, I am excited. I have my tickets. It comes out Comic-Con week. I'll be at Comic-Con. It's going to be an exciting July, nevertheless. So with that, that is today's show for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those that tuned in, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. For every 100 subscribers that I get, I will do a 12 to 24-hour subathon marathon stream. I have 94 out of 100 subscribers so far, so I need 6 more, just 6 more. Let's get to 6 by the beginning of next week, end of this week. Come on, man. So, yeah, let's go and do that. I will be back tomorrow. I'm seeing F1 tonight, so I'll do an out-of-theater reaction to it. I'll have a full review posted later this week, and I'll be back tomorrow morning with some more movie news. Again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys.